Well, since marijuana became legal in Colorado, people have been flocking to the state to participate in the Rocky Mountain High. People are even going on pot tours. And where hordes of people go, the media is sure to follow. CNN has had a continuing series for the past month called Gone to Pot. Reporter Randi Kaye has gone to great lengths to learn everything there is to know about marijuana and its effects on Colorado's economy. But it appears Randi Kaye might have gotten carried away.
So, Randi, I got to ask, how extensive was your research in the back of that limo?
You know, Anderson, it was top-notch. We did very extensive research, I have to tell you. My brain was a little fuzzy by the time I got out of there. Oh, yeah, I wasn't thinking right. I couldn't remember even some of the questions that I wanted to ask in the interview, which has never happened to me when I'm reporting in the field. And I found things to be really funny, much funnier than I normally do. So I think we got a little bit of a contact high there.
So a network correspondent apparently gets a contact high and giggles her way through the interview. I have a feeling political comedian Lee Camp has some interesting opinions on this. Lee, was this news or nonsense?
A little bit of both, but I don't know why you brought a comedian in for this. You just could have gotten high. You would have found it hilarious. No, but it also, they're basically saying, like, oh, clearly pot should be illegal because it makes people giggle. Laughter. Oh, my God. You know, this is no laughing matter. My grandfather was lost to laughter. So clearly this stuff needs to be illegal. I mean, think about it. The legal stuff we have, like cigarettes kill 500,000 Americans a year. You got antidepressants, some of them causing suicide. But we need to keep pot illegal because it could cause a run on Tostitos or a spike in the Cartoon Network ratings.
Well, I certainly hope your grandfather didn't keel over from laughter while watching one of your sets. Now, using your
No, I'm not that funny. I haven't killed anyone yet.
That you know of, anyway. Using your keen power of observation, was Randi Kaye high?
I sure hope so. I don't know. I don't know if she was or not, but clearly she found things funny. I love how she's like, oh, my God, it was crazy. I couldn't think right and everything. And, yeah, well, people don't think right for other reasons, such as having billions of dollars. That seems to corrupt some people's minds as well. It's not just pot. Also, you notice she had a very traditional smoking marijuana experience where you get in a stretched Hummer and hang out with people with joints the size of their heads. That's every time I've seen pot, it's that same situation. Stretched Hummers, generally.
Yeah, and massive amounts of pot. Do you think that this was a fair representation of marijuana in the marijuana industry in Colorado?
Yeah, absolutely fair. This is exactly how it works. If you're even near it, because she said she just had a contact high, right? So apparently, just being in the same room as marijuana, and you instantly your brain goes out the back door, and you giggle endlessly. That's exactly how it works every time I've ever seen it.
Well, and not to mention the fact that she seemed to have that case of the very same giggles while she was doing that live hit with Anderson Cooper. However, she was wearing a different shirt, I might point out. So maybe a different instance of contact high, I guess, right?
Oh, okay. Now we're doing some deep down reporting.
That's some investigative journalism for you. So what should we make of this situation overall? What do you want the viewers to take away from this?
What do I want them to take away? That these news reports are ridiculous because they could have a real representation of the people smoking pot, what it is doing for them, how they're responding. But instead, this seemed like a silly, like, oh, I don't know, I was near a joint and instantly I started banging my head against the wall. I couldn't even remember a question I had.
Well, certainly it has gotten a lot of attention on Facebook and Twitter. One CNN correspondent potentially getting contact high, but we'll have to see if we send any of our own correspondents down there.
If only things like the Trans-Pacific Partnership could get the amount of attention that marijuana has.
Now you're really talking there. Political comedian Lee Camp, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.